It's been more than 24 hours when terror was unleashed on the entire campus at Jawaharlal Nehru University in the national capital. For 3 hours, ladies and gentlemen, masked men armed with lathis, rods, knives, sledgehammers and pickaxes ran right at the Jawaharlal Nehru University on Sunday evening, and this left more than 30 students brutally injured. Unprecedented is not the right word that I want to use in this situation, because this is something that has never possibly happened, at least in the recent memory. The chaos in the university started at around 6:30 p.m. when a peace march called by Jawaharlal Nehru University Teachers Association on campus was wrapping up. At around 7:30 p.m. Jawaharlal Nehru University Students Union raised an alarm and claimed violence by ABVP activists. ABVP, Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad, affiliated to the Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh and is the student wing of the BJP. At around 7:35 p.m., JNUSU President Aishe Ghosh was attacked, brutally attacked, and later she was seen exiting the campus with a bleeding head. She received more than 16 stitches. An hour later, at around 8:20, ABVP claimed 25 students were seriously hurt. Sources say while there were more than 700 policemen present on the campus by evening, only at 8:30, cops sealed the gates of the university, and at around 9:13 p.m., I beg your pardon, Yogendra Yadav was heckled at the JNU University gates. At 9:45 yesterday, injured students were brought to AIIMS, and around 10:30, Priyanka Gandhi also visited the students at Jawaharlal Nehru University. Why I wanted to just go through and refresh your memory of what happened at the Jawaharlal Nehru University yesterday, exactly in the fashion that it took place and at the time that it took place, is because more than 24 hours, the Delhi police, which was standing as mute spectators outside the gates where the violence was being unleashed inside, and there was support by, and many of, in fact, the people, those who saw it outside, few of the BJP workers were also there shouting slogans against the Jawaharlal Nehru Students Union, against the teachers outside. What you saw was not only utter incompetence but absolute insensitivity at the part of the Delhi police. It also raises a lot of questions, and we'll be taking those questions one by one. But a day after the mass mob unleashed violence inside the Jawaharlal Nehru University, an uneasy calm prevails on the campus. The Delhi Police Crime Branch and the DCP South West visited the JNU campus and locked it down for probe into the violence. An FIR has been filed in the case. 3 teams of the police crime branch are probing the matter. Sources say the crime branch team has identified some masked attackers and has started collecting evidence. Meanwhile, Home Minister Amit Shah has sought a report from the Delhi Police special team on this. Home Minister Amit Shah spoke to Delhi Lieutenant Governor Anil Bajal as well, after which the LG held meetings with the registrar and the VC of Jawaharlal Nehru University. The same VC, remember, who was yesterday nowhere to be found when students of his university were being attacked, mercilessly being beaten up. The Vice Chancellor was nowhere to be found. The JNU administration has sent a detailed report of the violence to the Ministry of HRD and has apprised the ministry about the current situation. 35 students, including Jawaharlal Nehru University Students Union President Aishe Ghosh, were brutally injured in this attack.
JNU में कल जो वायलेंस हुआ उसको संज्ञान में लेते हुए हमने पुलिस स्टेशन वसंत कुंज नॉर्थ में ऑलरेडी एक FIR दर्ज कर लिया है और फर्दर इन्वेस्टिगेशन इज अंडर वे। घायल तकरीबन 30 से ज़्यादा संख्या है स्टूडेंट्स की जो घायल हुए हैं। प्रिलिमिनरी किसी को बहुत सीरियस इंजरीज नहीं है। मोर देन 60% जो हैं वो डिस्चार्ज किए जा चुके हैं और इस चीज़ को हम फर्दर देख रहे हैं।
शायद ही कि 50 साल में पहली बार JNU के कैंपस के अंदर ये हुआ कि RSS के गुंडों के भेजकर ABVP के साथ जो RSS एफिलिएटेड प्रोफेसर्स हमारे कैंपस के अंदर है, मिलके एक ऑर्गेनाइज्ड अटैक स्टूडेंट्स के ऊपर करवाए हैं। और उसका शिकार हम में से बहुत कई लोग हैं।
लेकिन वाइस चांसलर का रेजिग्नेशन इज समथिंग वी वांट इमीडिएटली एंड ऑन द अर्जेंट बेसिस. दिस shouldn't have happened to any student. The way violence has happened, we condemn it and we want the immediate removal of this vice chancellor.
क्योंकि यहाँ पे पुलिस जितनी थी वो वायलेंस कब का रुक जाना चाहिए था. जब 2 बार ऑलरेडी हो चुका था, सुबह से ही हो चुका था, पहले दिन भी हुआ है, तो शायद से ये रुक जाना चाहिए था. और ये बाहर के
कहने पे भी पुलिस ने आपको मदद नहीं
किया और बाहर के ही लोग हैं. जेएनयू में ये ऐसा सिचुएशन आज तक नहीं हुआ है. ये एक स्टेट स्पॉन्सर्ड वायलेंस का तरीका हमको खुद हमारे सामने दिखता है.
हाँ, एक बार मेरे भी कमरे पे मतलब उन्होंने डंडा मारा था, तो उसके बाद तो मैं डर ही गया था कि क्या होगा क्या नहीं. रात में कि मेस वेस सब बंद कर दिया गया है. मतलब हॉस्टल प्रेसिडेंट से ये मैसेज आया कि आज जो है मेस बंद रहेगा, वो इसलिए कि पता नहीं कि खाने में क्या मिला दिया है क्या नहीं. जाने का सोच रहा हूँ, मैं घर जाने का सोच रहा हूँ. इतने बहुत डर वाला माहौल है. इस डर में तो मैं नहीं रह सकता.
It's very unfortunate that there has been unabated, violent incidents in JNU over the last 2 days, which in fact aggravated yesterday. We are truly very much concerned. That's why we came to the MHRD and we had a very positive interaction with the Honorable Secretary, and all efforts are being made to normalize the situation in the university campus. I appeal to all students not to kind of listen to any kind of rumor mongering or whatever it is, and we are doing everything that we can do to restore peace and calm in the university campus.
I sincerely appeal to all the political leaders from across the party divide and across the spectrum that the issue in JNU should not be politicized in any sense of the term. All our efforts should be, and united efforts should be, to resolve the problem as early as possible, so normalcy returns to JNU, classes begin, registration process is over, and JNU's name should be better and better in coming days and months and years.
Administration is supposed to be impartial. All students are the responsibility of the Vice Chancellor and his administration. You cannot distinguish between whether people belong to the left or whether people belong to the right. And I have seen that statement, and I think it's a very misleading and mischievous statement which, without any inquiry, straightaway puts the blame for whatever has happened on the left students.
Before I move forward, I just want to go across to my colleague Tanushree Pandey. Tanushree was yesterday in the midst of the action. She was there, reported continuously till late last night from the Jawaharlal Nehru University. In fact, when the violence was going on, and then, of course, the crazy scenes that we also witnessed outside of unruly mobs and the police being mute spectators. Tanushree, almost the same time yesterday when you started reporting from the Jawaharlal Nehru University, and now 24 hours since that, the police is still to make a single arrest. The same Delhi police that entered Jamia Millia Islamia University chasing what they called were the goons has so far unable to make any arrest.
Absolutely. Absolutely. In fact, it's been 24 hours, Ankit, and not a single arrest has been made. We are expecting a presser by the Delhi police in a short while from now. But definitely, and that's one of the reasons why the student union, along with the teachers association, are saying that whatever happened, the kind of unprecedented violence we saw inside the campus happened in absolute connivance with the administration and with the Delhi police. And that's the reason, because Delhi police, many students are saying that Delhi police was very much present when this entire violence broke out, but they were completely mute spectators. I have with me, Ankit, the students who were inside the campus. They were in fact hurt, some of them, and they will tell me what exactly happened. Aparna, thank you for speaking to India Today. You were inside the campus, inside at the Tea Point Sabarmati Dhaba, where the entire this thing originated from. What really happened, and who were these masked men?
So JNU TA had a meeting over there, the Teachers Association. So we were attending that, and generally people were gathered over there. And after some time, we saw a group of people with lathis approaching from the north gate.
Okay.
So we said, let's stay together. let's face this together. But then they started pelting stones.
Okay.
So when within, like, they must have been 100-200 meters away from us when they started pelting stones.
When they were pelting stone, where was the internal security? Where were the internal security guards of?
So I remember that I ran and I entered one of the girls' hostels. Okay. When I entered one of the girls' hostels, the security female who was in the girls' hostel, Cyclops Security, they got a call from someone, and after she picked up the call, she talked to that person. She just took her bag and she moved out. And then there was no security. It was without security. And the same narrative has come.
I just wanted to ask you, and if you could ask the students as well. There are reports emerging that there was selective targeting of certain students' room, and certain students' room was left. I mean, according to their affiliation, few rooms were ransacked and few rooms were left untouched. Is that something that you have also seen on the campus, and what are the students saying about this?
क्या है तो क्या टारगेटेड अटैक प्रीमेडिटेटेड ऑर्केस्ट्रेटेड लग रहा है आप लोग को? ये आप तो थे अंदर कल कैंपस के सर.
क्या है टारगेटेड अटैक प्रीमेडिटेटेड ऑर्केस्ट्रेटेड लग रहा है आप लोग को? ये आप तो
डेफिनेटली दिस वाज ऑर्गेनाइज्ड अटैकर. आप देखेंगे कि पेरियार से लोग आए थे, 40 लोग, और अभी तक ये भी पता नहीं है कि वो कौन है, उनको कैंपस में कौन लाया, और अगर कैंपस में उस वक्त पुलिस गेट के बाहर थी, देन हाउ डिड दे एंटर्ड इन द कैंपस? द क्वेश्चन इज दैट. एंड दे वर इन वेरी ऑर्गेनाइज्ड फॉर्म. सी वी वर देयर एट द टी पॉइंट, और दूर से ही दे स्टार्टेड पेल्टिंग स्टूडेंट्स, और स्टूडेंट्स में पैनिक.
लाठी और रॉड्स उनके पास पहले से थे?
लाठियां थी and rods thi, iron rods thi, and once they reached to the T point, the students were panicked and they left the place. Then the teachers and people started, we will make some human chain, and then they slapped the teachers literally there. It was a organized.
So this mob went in a ramp.
Goonies. They were organized and in nexus with this administration.
Where was the vice chancellor? Anybody from the administration who was present there?
No one was present there. No one was present there. They were giving absolutely the free hand to beat the students.
Any Delhi police official? Delhi police official who was present?
No Delhi police official was present there. Even I will tell you, the lights there at the Sabarmati Dhaba at that time were closed.
The lights were shut.
The lights were shut. And
by whom? By whom?
We did not know. We did not know. We did not know. And one more point is there. Once they beaten up the students there, then they chased the students in the Sabarmati hostel, and then they went to the rooms there. And after that, the students in the different hostels, they left the hostels and went in the jungles to save themselves.
Like, so basically, you are saying, telling me the exact same narrative, that there was no internal security. They got a call from someone, they left. There was nobody from the administration, no Delhi police official, and this masked mob went onto a rampage.
What I've heard is that the Delhi police made this entire march. Right, by the time the Delhi police have marched in, and if you look at the way it has been somehow coordinated between these hooligans, by the time Delhi police marched, the hooligans have mysteriously vanished.
Right. So you know, Ankit, we have been getting the same testimonies from last night, where students who were inside the campus, they are saying that there was no Delhi police official who are usually seen in the campus, at least outside the campus. The internal security left. There was nobody from the administration.
I just fail to understand. I've been to JNU so many times. At all the gates, there are multiple security guards. The private security hired by the Jawaharlal Nehru University. There are multiple security guards. How did masked men just walk in the Jawaharlal Nehru University? It raises serious questions, and that is the questions that I am going to raise right now on the show. Tanushree, thank you for joining us with all those details and getting us those voices of the students, terrified students. We'll also talk about the aftermath of what has happened at the university. Now, let me very quickly just put up few of these questions that we really think should be answered as the investigation goes on. How did masked armed outsiders manage to enter Jawaharlal Nehru University? It is supposed to be a very safe university where students can roam around at any point of the time. They can study, they can mingle, they can debate, they can do whatever. How did this breach take place? Why did security do nothing? Why weren't the security official, those who are at almost all the gates, why did they not stop these people? Was the police called in late by the administration? Because we have heard reports that it started at around 6 o'clock. 8:30 is when the police came there, and even then they only stayed on the main gate. And that brings me to my next question. Why did the police stay outside the main gate when violence was being unleashed inside? I mean, it has been documented on media channels, on cameras, where people were being beaten inside, and the police was only standing outside, locking the gates, not even allowing anybody to go inside. And how did then these masked men so easily just walk out of the Jawaharlal Nehru University? And I just want to raise this final question because this is very important. As the head of the institution, has the Vice Chancellor, M. Jagdish Kumar, failed in his responsibility to provide safety to the students studying in the university he is responsible to run? Which group did they belong to? Who has been injured? Whatever has been, the previous occasions where there have been protests, all that is inconsequential. The VC is responsible for each and every student on the campus. And while the students were being beaten up, while the teachers were being beaten up, and while their teachers were standing at the gate with the students in solidarity, the VC yesterday night was nowhere to be found. There has been solidarity marches all across the country for what happened with the students of JNU. Before I go to my colleagues from across the country, I just want to reveal frame by frame, because this is important, what the mob was up to inside the JNU campus. Now, just concentrate on your screens for just a moment. On your screens right now, you can see how these attackers entered with iron rods and other weapons and were threatening students. Imagine these girls, those who are making the video, right in the face of the violence that was unleashed in front of them. Now look carefully how these goons brandished these weapons. They were seen carrying pickaxes, lathis, iron rods. This is the mob that unleashed horror inside the university campus. Look carefully how each one of them barged in fearlessly, were armed, some even carrying knives and sledgehammers. I mean, are these seriously students? They are goons. They are gundas, those who in fact had come with an intention to hurt and kill. Now, these were the scenes inside the JNU campus at the Periyar and the Sabarmati hostel, which were the main target as far as these vandals, these mobs are concerned. Now, JNU, there was police deployment outside. And remember, all this was happening while the police was outside, stopping the media, stopping anybody from going inside. And these visuals that you see on your screens right now, in fact, could be part of the 3-hour-long riot that erupted on the floor, on the campus, on the university, where these students are supposed to be safe, where they're supposed to be, in fact, studying, where they're supposed to have in their hostels, where they're supposed to feel safe, where they're supposed to be away from the outside world, away from this hooliganism, away, because they believe the university and the government would be taking care of their safety. As I told you, there have been solidarity marches all across the country in support of the JNU students. Aishwarya Paliwal, my colleague, is now reporting from Aligarh. Mustafa Sheikh is joining us from Mumbai. Nimal Pinto is in Bengaluru. Manoj Galoiwal is also in Kolkata. And we have seen majorly, in fact, since last night at Gateway of India, students coming out and protesting in solidarity, raising slogans, questioning the government on what has happened at JNU. Mustafa, since late last night when this entire ruckus broke out at JNU, this attack took place in the university campus. Gateway of India has become a solidarity point for Mumbaikars to come and raise their voice against this violence being unleashed on the students of Jawaharlal Nehru University in Delhi. Okay, Mustafa, if you can hear me, Gateway of India has become a rallying point since yesterday, last night. In fact, there have been people, those who have been standing in solidarity. What is the scene today as far as Gateway of India is concerned?
happening, and people have gathered here in large numbers. As you can see, this is since midnight we are getting to see, and it just got bigger. If you can see, we are giving you from the top an angle from which a lot of students at this point of time is entering towards Gateway of India. This is just across the Taj Hotel, and you can see just behind till wherever the camera can go that this is the crowd which has come out in solidarity of JNU after the attacks yesterday. The march here, the protest, solidarity protest started since midnight yesterday, and this protesters, they are not going anywhere. They are saying that they will continue to be here and protest in the shift of 12 hours. And you can see on a Monday evening, this has just got bigger. We are just right outside on the road near Gateway of India. There are students, parents, there are teachers. Everybody has come out here. Since morning we have seen that people are contributing with food, breakfast, water, biscuits, because it's an spontaneous organized protest since the time this attack took place. The message on WhatsApp circulated yesterday saying that let's meet at Gateway of India after the aftermath of the JNU attacks. And what you saw right now is this. This is the Gateway of India which we are showing you at this point of time.
Okay.
Tourists are being allowed in the main premises of the Gateway of India so that it's not troubled. The tourism has not been troubled, but at the same point of time, huge protest on a Monday evening.
Mustafa, may I request you to stay on with me, because there is a breaking news coming in, and this is related to what happened in Mumbai last night, where Umar Khalid, the former student of the Jawaharlal Nehru University, was in fact leading the protest in Mumbai. Delhi BJP spokesperson Tejinder Bagga has tweeted. In fact, he had tweeted late last night in which he alleged that provocative slogans were raised during the Mumbai protests. Now, Tejinder Bagga tweeted alleging that protesters raised slogans against the Hindus, and now the Mumbai police has gone on to, in fact, probe this incident. This is the latest breaking news which is coming in on the broadcast, that the Mumbai police has begun a probe into a tweet by the BJP leader Tejinder Bagga, in which he alleged that provocative slogans were raised during a Mumbai protest. Let me go back to my colleague Mustafa Sheikh, who is joining me from Mumbai. Mustafa, now what we saw Tejinder Bagga in fact tweeting was just a short clip from a longer video in which he alleged that there was slogans being raised against Hindus at this protest. Just gets us some voices from the protesters. What are they saying about this allegation?
Well, Ashiv, in fact, we are also here since last night, since midnight. I was personally here since the protest started and was there till 2:30 a.m. There were a lot of slogans which were raised, but it was not against any community or religion as being shown in the video, and that's what the students are also saying, that yes, there have been slogans of Hindutva se Azadi which are being raised, but not of Hindus ho se Azadi. This is something you can say that a misunderstanding which can be there, because the slogans are quite vocal here, and anybody who is here can listen to it. But at this point of time, yes, somewhere the video which has been tweeted is misleading to say that it is against one particular community. But what we have seen about the slogans which are happening since last night, it was not about what is being tweeted off. But yes, there have been slogans since yesterday, and they have been raised even by Umar Khalid, who was there last night in Mumbai, Gateway of India, the same venue he was present, and he had raised
all right, Mustafa, I request you to stay on with me, because just what is happening outside Mumbai, the show of solidarity of the unprecedented violence that took place in Mumbai. Or I can also show you what is happening in Delhi as well. Now, these are the visuals coming in from outside the Jawaharlal Nehru University. Let's just go full frame for a moment in these visuals, and then of course we can go and cut across to visuals from the other cities as well, where the students today are taking out a candle march. In fact, this march is being taken out by the students against what happened yesterday on the university campus. The Delhi police also there in huge numbers present there. So in Mumbai, in fact, protests taking place outside, or the solidarity, slogans being raised outside the Jawaharlal Nehru University. I don't understand why these protesters, in fact, are wearing these masks to say, here outside this Solidarity March in JNU. But yes, let me also now bring in and go across to my colleagues, those who are reporting from other parts of the country as well. Aishwarya Paliwal is joining us from Aligarh. Aishwarya, Aligarh Muslim University was also a center of a lot of, in fact, protests, a lot of controversy against the Citizenship Amendment Bill. There was violence at the campus as well, where the police was alleged to have, used very high-handed approach, brutal approach against the students. Now, what are the students in Aligarh saying about what happened at the Jawaharlal Nehru University?
Well, let me cut straight across to the Vice President and the Secretary of the Aligarh Muslim University Students Union. You tell me, what is your opinion? Do you think what happened at JNU was wrong?
100% JNU में जिस तरीके से आप देखिए बर्बरता की गई है, कभी उनको पुलिस लाठीचार्ज करती है, कभी मास्क पहन के गुंडे जाके उनके साथ लाठीचार्ज करते हैं, और सिर्फ उन्हीं के साथ नहीं बल्कि आप देखिए पूरे मुल्क में इस तरीके का हादसा आम हो गए। जामिया के साथ इंसिडेंट हुआ, उन पर लाठीचार्ज की गई, अलीगढ़ मुस्लिम यूनिवर्सिटी में लाठीचार्ज की गई, और जो प्रोटेस्टर्स हैं पुलिस उनके खिलाफ देखिए आप मुकदमा किस हिसाब से लिखती है, दसियों हजार से लोगों को उसमें बुक कर दिया जाता है, नेम्ड FIR की जाती है 100 से ज़्यादा लोगों के ऊपर, मगर इसी इंसिडेंट में सारी चीज़ें फोटोज वायरल हो गए, सारे नाम खुल चुके हैं, मगर उसको अभी भी पुलिस बचा रही है। अननेम्ड FIR की गई है और कह रही है कि नाम तब खुलेंगे जब ये इन्वेस्टिगेशन का पार्ट है, उसके बाद नाम को खोला जाएगा।
आज MU के अंदर एक सॉलिडारिटी मार्च थी, तो ये सॉलिडारिटी से आप स्टूडेंट्स क्या बताना चाहते हैं?
नहीं, बिल्कुल जो हमने सॉलिडारिटी मार्च किया वो इसीलिए किया। कल रात में जो JNU के अंदर अटैक हुआ, यही सेम सिचुएशन हमारे साथ हुआ 15 दिसंबर को। किसी ने लिखा कि मैं पढ़ रहा था ट्विटर पे कि कल पुलिस वालों से जब वहाँ बोला गया कि आप लोग अंदर घुस करके स्टूडेंट को बचाइए, तो वहाँ के पुलिस वालों ने बोला कि जो काम हमने MU में किया, जो काम हमने जामिया में किया, वो काम दूसरे लोग JNU में कर रहे हैं, तो इसलिए हमें अंदर जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। आप सोचिए कि इस तरह से ब्रूटल अटैक हो रहा है सिर्फ इसलिए कि इस वक्त मौजूदा दौर में पूरे हिंदुस्तान के अंदर अगर अपोजिशन का कोई रोल अदा कर रहा है तो इस देश का यूथ है।
तो आपको लगता है कि स्टूडेंट्स को टारगेट किया जा रहा है?
नहीं, बिल्कुल। मैं एक शेर से अपनी बात कहूँगा कि ये फूल हैं। अब देखिए हमारी बहनों को मारा गया JNU में, जामिया में, MU में। मैं कहूँगा कि एक शेर से उनका जवाब दूंगा कि वो शेर भी मेरे दिल से निकल गया कि फूल का नाम तुम बदल दोगे पर खुशबू कैसे तुम मिटाओगे। फूल का नाम तुम बदल दोगे पर खुशबू कैसे तुम मिटाओगे, और नक्श हैं हम ज़मी के सीनों में, तुम कहाँ तक हमें मिटाओगे।
So definitely, the kids here are saying that they are standing in union, in solidarity with what happened with the JNU students, and also let me tell you that they are saying that this protest is something which will not die down very soon. So we can expect more of these kind of solidarity marches across the country very soon.
Muslim University or people in in Mumbai, it is also in Bengaluru, where my colleague Nolan Pinto is reporting right now that they have come out in huge numbers to support the students of Jawaharlal Nehru University. Okay, before in fact I go to Nolan, I've just been told that the Delhi Police PRO is in fact making a statement about the violence yesterday that took place at JNU. Let's quickly listen to him and then we'll go back to our colleagues.
पीसी शुरू हो रही है, ठीक है? हाँ, ये कटवा लीजिए।
आनंद सर, राजू सर,
रुको,
I'm sorry.
Back to the Delhi Police PRO, MS Randhawa, when he starts speaking. I think he's just about to speak. Let's listen in.
कल 5 बजे के आसपास दिल्ली पुलिस को एक कॉल मिली थी जिसमें ये था कि JNU में कुछ जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनमें आपस में झगड़ा हुआ है, स्कफल हुआ है। और इसका मैं थोड़ा सा बैकग्राउंड आपको बताना चाहूँगा कि पिछले कुछ दिनों से ऑनलाइन रजिस्ट्रेशन चल रहा है जिसमें जो कुछ स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनमें आपस में डिफरेंसेस है, उसी को लेके इनकी आपस में कहासुनी भी पहले हुई थी। और इसके बाद जो JNU है एक क्लोज्ड कैंपस है, इसमें जितना भी सिक्योरिटी स्टाफ होता है ये JNU एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन का होता है और वही चेक करते हैं किसको अलाउ करना है, किसको नहीं अलाउ करना। वहाँ दिल्ली पुलिस की जो है वो डिप्लॉयमेंट नहीं होती, लेकिन ऑनरेबल कोर्ट के ऑर्डर से एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ब्लॉक पे दिल्ली पुलिस की डिप्लॉयमेंट होती है। और ये जो कॉल्स आई थी कल शाम को, ये वहाँ से कुछ दूर एरियाज़ हैं, हॉस्टल्स हैं, वहाँ की कॉल थी। यही थी कि वहाँ बेसिकली स्टूडेंट्स में आपस में झगड़ा हुआ है। उसी समय दिल्ली पुलिस ने रिस्पॉन्ड किया और रिस्पॉन्ड करके इस पे जो सिचुएशन थी वो अंडर कंट्रोल की। इसमें मैं फिर आपको ये बताना चाहूँगा कि जो नॉर्मली हमारी डिप्लॉयमेंट है वो केवल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ब्लॉक में है। इसके अलावा ये जो इनकी स्कफल हुई है स्टूडेंट्स की, ये वहाँ से कुछ एरिया दूर है, वहाँ जाके हुई है। नॉर्मली यहाँ हमारी डिप्लॉयमेंट नहीं होती। उसके बाद दिल्ली पुलिस को अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 7:45 के आसपास JNU एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन से एक रिक्वेस्ट की गई और उसके बाद दिल्ली पुलिस यूनिवर्सिटी में गई और फ्लैग मार्च किया और सिचुएशन को अंडर कंट्रोल किया। इसी इंसिडेंट में एक FIR रजिस्टर हुई है और जिसमें ये पूरे इंसिडेंट को रिकॉर्ड किया गया है और इसकी इन्वेस्टिगेशन क्राइम ब्रांच करेगा। जितने भी CCTV वो अभी कलेक्ट कर रहे हैं और इसकी इन्वेस्टिगेशन शुरू कर दी गई है। इसके साथ साथ मैं आपको ये बताना चाहूँगा कि इसमें टोटल कल 34 जो पर्सनल्स थे इंक्लूडिंग मेल फीमेल्स ये इंजर्ड हुए थे और 34 टोटल जो है वो डिस्चार्ज हो चुके हैं। कल दिल्ली पुलिस की भी ये प्रायोरिटी थी कि इनको मेडिकल एड दी जाए। इनको उसी समय ट्रॉमा सेंटर में शिफ्ट किया गया और अभी ये सारे आज मॉर्निंग में तमाम जो विक्टिम्स थे ये डिस्चार्ज हो चुके हैं और MLC बन गई है और लीगल एक्शन लिया जा रहा है। जो इन्वेस्टिगेशन है वो क्राइम ब्रांच करेगा, लेकिन इसके साथ साथ दिल्ली पुलिस ने एक जॉइंट CP वेस्टर्न रेंज के चेयरमैनशिप में कमेटी बनाई है जिसमें बेसिकली ये फैक्ट फाइंडिंग कमेटी रहेगी जिसको हेड शालिनी सिंह जॉइंट CP वेस्टर्न रेंज करेंगे। ये इसका मेन पर्पस होगा कि जो भी फैक्ट फाइंडिंग है वो बताएंगे और जो इन्वेस्टिगेशन है इसको कोई डिले ना हो, इसके लिए क्राइम ब्रांच ने अलग से टीम्स कॉन्स्टिट्यूट की हुई हैं। DCP रैंक इसको हेड कर रहा है। उन्होंने आज मौका भी विजिट किया है। सीनियर ऑफिसर्स क्राइम ब्रांच और लोकल पुलिस दोनों ने मौका भी विजिट किया है और काफ़ी हमें अभी वाइटल क्लूज मिले हैं, उस पर अभी काम कर रहे हैं और होपफुली जल्दी हम ये केस क्रैक करेंगे। Thank you.
So this specific, allegation that there were outsiders. Have you detained few outsiders and who were these masked men? Because that is creating too much of.
ये हाँ, इसमें दो जो मेन एलिगेशंस कह सकते हैं जो पॉइंट रेज किए थे। एक तो यही किया था कि एक वीडियो आई थी जिसमें ये था कि ये कैसे अंदर गए। इन सारे एस्पेक्ट को हम चेक कर रहे हैं। जो प्राइमा फेसी अभी पता लगा है कि जो एंट्रेंस है उस पर इनकी एंट्री की जाती है। कोई भी आउटसाइडर अगर आता है और जिसके साथ आता है उसका भी नाम लिखा जाता है। ये सारा जो है ये इन्वेस्टिगेशन में करेंगे और हम मटेरियल कुछ सीज भी कर रहे हैं और कुछ और सीज भी करेंगे।
पुलिस के एक्शन पर ये सवाल खड़े हुए हैं कि पुलिस बहुत लेट अंदर गई है और ये एलिगेशन लगे हैं, तो ये क्या सर सच्चाई है इसमें? क्या परमिशन का वेट किया जा रहा है?
नहीं, देखो जैसे हमें PCR कॉल मिलती है उसी समय रिस्पॉन्ड करती है पुलिस। ये तो जैसे हमें PCR कॉल मिली है उसी समय हम गए हैं और सिचुएशन बिल्कुल जब PCR कॉल मिली है कुछ जैसे हमने आपको बताया कि एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ब्लॉक में जो हमारा स्टाफ ऑलरेडी डिप्लॉयड रहता है बाय द ऑर्डर ऑफ उन्होंने भी जाके कंट्रोल किया है। लेकिन जो प्रॉपर हमने सैनिटाइज किया है वो हमने रिटन रिक्वेस्ट के बाद भी किया है। और वैसे भी जो पुलिस होती है दिल्ली पुलिस होती है ये फ्रॉम लॉ एंड ऑर्डर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू होती है। जो अंदर की सिक्योरिटी है वो जो JNU एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन है उन्हीं के पास।
हाँ सर, ये बताया जा रहा है कि पिछले 1 तारीख से ही ये एक पूरी साजिश चल रही थी कि इस तरीके का यहाँ पर वायलेंस होगा। व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप चल रहे थे, कुछ कोड वर्ड्स इस्तेमाल किए जा रहे थे।
ये मैं फिर कहना चाहूंगा ये पूरा जो सीक्वेंस है इसकी क्राइम ब्रांच इन्वेस्टिगेशन डिटेल से कर रहा है। जितने भी आपने व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप किया, कुछ और भी जो सोशल मीडिया पे सर्कुलेट हो रहा है, कुछ फुटेज भी आई है, उन सबको सीज करके क्राइम ब्रांच इसकी डिटेल इन्वेस्टिगेशन
कर दीजिए। आपने कहा कि एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ब्लॉक पर पुलिस रहती है। जब PCR की कॉल इस पूरे मामले में हुई तो PCR का स्टाफ अंदर वहां तक गया जहां ये पूरा नहीं वो अलाउ है वहां तक जाना या वो बाहर?
नहीं, देखो कोई भी कॉल आती है उसको फिर हम रिस्पॉन्ड करते हैं। PCR कॉल को रिस्पॉन्ड करना और लॉ एंड ऑर्डर कंट्रोल दो अलग अलग इश्यूज है। दोनों को हमने प्रोफेशनली टैकल किया। PCR कॉल को भी किया और जब लॉ एंड ऑर्डर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से आया उससे भी
PCR अंदर तक गई है वहां तक? नहीं, PCR बाहर खड़ी है,
देखिए नहीं
परमिशन नहीं है। वो जो स्टाफ
नहीं लोकल वो एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ब्लॉक वाला स्टाफ गया था, उन्होंने कॉल को रिस्पॉन्ड किया है उसको। थैंक यू।
All right, Delhi Police PRO MS Randhawa, in fact, speaking there, giving us the information of what happened last night, but in fact, right now, not questioning the important questions, not answering the important questions. Why didn't the police go inside when people were, in fact, making PCR calls for safety? How did these people, were able to come outside if the police had locked all the gates? He said the investigation is on. So far, the Delhi Police has not been able to arrest anybody. Meanwhile, remember, It has been said that certain new videos have come onto the platform which shows some other side, in fact, indulging in violence first. Violence of any kind from anybody, that can't be, in fact, condoned. But the fact remains a fashion, the attack that took place by the mob, in the fashion that it took place yesterday, a targeted attack, this sort of terror absolutely can't be condoned. All those for violence before, for violence yesterday, should be brought to book. And we are hoping, like the BJP likes to say in Uttar Pradesh, all those who have vandalized the property of JNU, their property should also be attached so that the recovery can be made.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.